What's good, everyone? Zuukle here, back again with another video, and I just want to clear something up. It is a shrine build, okay? I don't know why I accidentally leaked that I made a triple achievement non-shrine build, but I do have one in the makings for all the people who are not comfortable with using shrine or just can't get to shrine of order fast enough. But yeah, like I said, let's get right into it. This is going to be the Godkin build that I made earlier. So if you haven't already, please subscribe because I do make a lot of content. Let's get right into it. So for races, I do use Vesperian, but I'm probably going to be switching it up and trying other races. But Vesperian is probably the best race to use because it does have 5% extra defense. For ults, me personally, I will always go blind seer on most builds, of course. But that's because blind seer just has a little better visual. Murmur, go to Ardor. Origin, I always go deep down. Outfits is situational. I would always suggest everybody to go Ignition Deep Delver because it does give you a special talent. But if you want to do a little extra damage with your mantras, Prophet's Cloak is the best way to go. For Bell, I use crazy slots with it. I also got a good variant. Dude, I slept on crazy slots for so long until I got a good variant. And now I just can't stop using it. So if you like that, if you want to do extra damage and you got Speed Demon, go crazy slots. From there, this is how we start the build. So I personally didn't want to go into the overworld and get my one flame charm, so I started off with 5. Then I also had 6 Gale Breath, and then we do get 1 point into Shadow Cast, but we do not use that yet. Go 40 agility because you will be needing Ghost, and 80 willpower because you will be needing Heretic Sutra and Piercing Will. From there, go 16 to Gale Breath, and for Gale Breath you will be needing Inhale and like all those other like Maestro, Haunted Gale, stuff like that makes you do extra damage to mobs. So this is what pre-shrine stats look like. From here, I did put 1 point into Shadow Cast because I did not want to leave the depths, 1 point into Fortitude, and 1 point into Strength, 1 point into Heavy. And this is what your build should look like when you're ready to shrine. So before we do shrine, let me show you the talents you're gonna need. You're gonna need your Ghost. I did grab a World Without Song. I did grab Arrow Gliding, Defiance, Fishman, Narrow, Piercing Will like I said earlier, Loot Skipper if you need it, but if you don't, you can always replace it. Grab your Thresher Claws. You should usually burn to return to the Dark Ages. Grab your Blood Iron Spirit, Bee Demon, Super Jounder, and Elemental Rebound. Time to Go is a good talent to grab. Always grab your Giant Slayer and Underdog. Grab your Gale Leap, your Last Resort, your Inhale, Breathing Impact, Aftercut. Grab your Wind Step, Old Habits Die Hard. Grab all your Mental Fortress cards. Here's the thing, guys. When you have all Mental Fortress cards and then you grab your ult, you can roll off of them. So for example, if you have a talent hungry build, you can remove all 3 of these and still have Blind Seer. Grab your health pack and ether kit if you need it. Armor Conserver is very good if you have, let's refer back over here, if you have your Steadfast, have your Survivalist, and always go simple. Vitality, I usually go 6, 2 erudition, and 4 proficiency. Now let's get back into our talents real quick. If you have room, grab Hardened Nerves, but if you don't worry about it. And if you have room for padded armor and steel scales, grab it, but if you don't, no worries. Grab your Maestro Blade, that's a must need. Haunted Gale, must need. And that's going to be it pre-shrine. Here's some of the mantras you will be needing to get. You will be needing Astral Wind, Wind Passage. You can use your Tranquil Circle and Silas Beam. I usually do. And that's going to be it for like your Gale mantras. There isn't really anything else you need. Unless you want to get Gale Trap because this do proc Chain of Perfection. So if you throw this onto your mob that you're fighting and you start swinging, your Chain of Perfection will continuously keep stacking because this thing is actively hitting them as you are hitting them as well. So that one's pretty good. Gale Lunge is also really nice to have too. Gale Lunge and Gale Trap you can get after shrine in case you don't get it pre-shrine. From here, this is where you guys will Shrine of Order and your build's gonna look something like this, which is perfect because then you can get 20 to Shadow Cast, 20 into Gale, 40 into Flame Charm for level 3 mantras or Flame Within, and you can get your Phoenix Flames with it too. So it's very good. It's very nice to have. Bring your agility back up to 25, get your fortitude up to 50, get your strength up to 30, get 5 points into intel, and then the remaining gets sent into heavy weapon. And that's what the build looks like after shrine. Then here's some of the talents you will be needing after shrine as well. So you need your Wyvern's Claw, you're always going to need Carnivore. If you get your Reinforced, grab your Grand Support. Always grab Spine Cutter. If you can fit it in there, grab Warden Radiance because this is a hungry build. Okay, I couldn't even fit most of the talents I needed in here. Grab your 2 to finish, grab your Exoskeleton, grab your Lose Your Mind, Impervious Slumber, Warrior's Respite, Bulldozer. You see how we have 25 out of 24 actual talents? That's why I said this is a very hungry build. So because we already hit the cap of this, what I'm going to be doing is grabbing the last talent you're going to be needing. And then here's what I did to remove some of these like very hungry talent builds. So I honestly did not like air gliding because it was just very wonky. And if you hold spacebar like I do, it's always going to be like messing with your climbing. So I removed this one, and to further increase like the survivability of this build, I did remove loot skipper. I did remove scuba drowner. I kept scuba drowner. I removed impervious slumber, and then I also did not go support, so I do not have grand support. So no reinforced, no grand support. I think that's about it. So you end up with like 22 talent cards, and those are the ones that I prefer over everything else. From here, this is where you guys get your flame mantras. You must need Relentless Flames. That one's a very good talent, or a very good mantra. You will be needing, where is it? Shade Devour, Flame Wisp, and Graceful Flame. That's what I used on my build. This is exactly everything I use on it. The reason why I have Graceful is because I was using it for Hell mode. And if you have the talents for Graceful, you can use it in the depths, and you can make it heal yourself while you're sitting next to it. So, you know, passive healing, always good to have. Alright guys, from here, since we talked about the rare cards, let's go over some of the common cards. I did grab Flame Within, but I did not grab Last Laugh because honestly, I didn't see the need for it because it is a very hungry build. From here, I don't have it yet, but if you need it, grab your Conditioned Runner, grab your Grand Feast. I did grab Battle Tendency. These other ones you don't really need. Unless, because it is a willpower based build, you can grab Perseverance and get up a lot quicker. So if you have Perseverance, Phoenix Flame, Flame Within, and Last Laugh, you're gonna get up in like a second. Grab your Heavy Hitter, grab your Charge Return, and Nullifying Clarity. Charge Return has great unison with Flame Within. Honestly, you did not need to get Rising Flame, so there's no need to grab Meteor and Phoenix Impact. I did grab Hell's Partisan. I did grab Cartazari's Wounds. Go ahead and grab your Agitating Spark and Immolation, which then you guys will get for your Phoenix Flame. So 4 legendary cards. Get your Unfazed, grab your Flaming Flourish, Soundness of Mind, and Brutal Momentum if you're not using an Evan Spear. And that's gonna be it, guys. And then for me, weapon, I did use the Pale Morning. I also have a 3-star damage one, but because here's the thing, the reason why I'm using Pale Morning was because it was the easiest weapon to get to have a 3-star damage on it, because all I did was farm Chaser and I ended up getting it. And for enchant, I always go Grim, because with Grim you can proc Grim, hit Relentless Flame, and do an insane amount of damage. And then I do have a strength, agility, and willpower rings. Alright, so the thing about Ishin's Ring, I'm going to teach you guys something real quick. So if you stack a lot of monster, physical, and elemental armor, Ishin Ring is not a problem because mobs can't do enough damage to you to actually see a difference in it. So if you do have a kit like that, like what I do, use Ishin Ring. Now that we got that over, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys want this build link with the notes and stuff like that, it's going to be in the description. Make sure to join the Discord because people in the Discord get it before the video comes out. See you guys in the next video.